Record ko lang, no? Okay, so we have here force and Newton's second law of motion, law of acceleration. So forces and motion goes hand in hand, no? Kumbaga, kung may puwersa, merong galaw, no? A force is a push or pull that's produce motion, prevents motion, or changes the direction of an object. Yun yung ating usapan nga nung law na ito, no? Na i-tackle na natin to. Pero pupunta tayo sa movement part. When Galileo studied the laws of falling bodies, he observed those balls of different materials and different weights rolling down the same inclined plane had equal acceleration, no? So, kumbaga, but their acceleration is increased as the slope of the inclined plane is increased. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin niyan? No? So, meron si Galileo na ginawa, meron siyang inclined plane, two shaped inclined planes, no? Yan, isang paganto, yan, straight line lang, at isang may curve or curvature, no? Yan. I think na-notice niyo na yan or alam niyo na yung concept na ganito. Okay. Yung bola, no? Yung bola, it rolls down from the top or the peak ng ating inclined plane going down. It took 3 seconds kunwari. Kung 3 segundo man, yung kanyang time to go from this point up to this point, point B, 3 segundo rin regardless of the slope or regardless of the curvature ng ating plane, no? Ibig sabihin, kung dito 3 seconds ako na dito, 3 seconds din yung going ganda dito. So regardless pala nung itsura ng plane or nung pagka-bend ng plane. Ang nagde-determine ng speed or acceleration is the slope itself, yung angle of inclination or depression. No, yung pababa, mas mababa, syempre, mas matagal yung time frame to roll it down. The more na mas matarik, mas mabilis siya mahuhulog, di ba? So ito regardless, no. Yun yung sinasabi dito sa sa paragraph na ito. No? In this topic, we shall see how acceleration of a body depends both upon force acting on it and its mass. Medyo hapyaw na lang natin to, no? Or isang topic na lang ito with inclined sa ating chapter 3. Medyo same kasi siya ng concept of the chapter 2, no? Yung static equilibrium. Dito lang, pagkakaiba, hindi lang siya mag-equal sa net force na 0. No? Hindi lang siya mag-0. Magkakaroon ng net force, net force, in which yung net force na yun, i-multiply mo sa acceleration. Or rather, yung force na yun will be equal to the mass times the acceleration of that object. No? Okay? So we have here, no, the second law pertains to the behavior of the objects for which all existing forces are not balanced. So in this case naman, hindi siya balance, no? Nung una, yung ating discussion sa mga chapter 2, yung naubos talaga yung oras natin doon, no? Kasi doon talaga yung importante, chapter 1 and chapter 2 kasi doon mag-branch out ang inyong engineering life, no? Doon lahat nakakabit, mga vectors, static equilibrium, no? Statics and dynamics nyo, no? Doon nakaka-depend, no? Ito medyo polite na siya or pa-chill na yung topic kumbaga, no? Or pa-less depend na siya, no? The second law states that the acceleration of an object is dependent upon 2 variables. Dalawang variable yung dependency na acceleration. The net force acting on an object and the mass of the object, no? Syempre yung puwersa at yung bigat or yung mass ng isang bagay. The acceleration of an object depends directly upon the net force acting upon the object and inversely upon the mass of the object, no? So syempre, yung acceleration, mas mataas ang puwersa, mas mabilis umandar or umarangkada, bumilis, no? The more na mas mabigat siya, the more na mas mahirap umarangkada. So obvious naman 'yan, 'di ba? So kunyari mabigat ka, ikaw nasa motor, no? Kung ikaw ay medyo dalawa sa sakay mo, mas mahirapan ka mag-accelerate, no? The more na mas bibigay ka ng puwersa, the more na magbibigay ka ng throttle input or force, the more na mas mabilis yung acceleration, no? As the mass of an object is increased, the acceleration of the object is decreased. Yun nga yan. No? Next. So, the mathematical statement of Newton's second law may be written as F equals to ma. No? Ito nga tinatawag ko na formula na Full Metal Alchemist. No? So, hindi mo na makakalimutan yan. No? It's one of the most important equations in dynamics. It is applicable to the motion of such infinitesimal particles as the electron and our solar system. So, pwede siyang infinitesimal or parang, hindi naman infinitesimal yung term doon, no? Or microscopic, no? Microscopic up to macroscopic, no? I don't know if totoong word tong infinitesimal to. Ibig sabihin lang siya, sobrang liit in photon and or electrons na, or in a macro scale na solar system, no? If several forces act on a body simultaneously, the forces may be resolved into X and Y component. Ito yung ginagawa natin matagal na, yung resultant force. No? Yun yung resultant force. No? The algebraic sum of f of x and f of y may be computed. This will be, the summation of force of x is equals to max. Ibig sabihin, kung ano man yung mass na yon times dun sa acceleration in the x component. Sa f of y naman is equals to may mass times the acceleration in the y component or the y-axis. No? So, ipapares lang natin siya sa the summation of forces is equals to mass times acceleration. So, ang unit ng force will be Newton. It can be kilogram meter per second squared, dyne, gram per centimeter second squared, or pound. You have here slug per feet per slug feet per second squared. Okay? So here, no? So application of the Newton's second law of motion. When two objects are suspended over a frictionless pulley with a massless rope, each object is experiencing an upward tension that pulls the two objects towards each other. The more massive the object will accelerate towards and least massive the object will accelerate upward. So pag magaan, syempre, kunwari dalawang mabigat na object, isa yung mabigat, isa yung magaan. Kung ano may mabigat, hahatakin niya yung magaan. No? So, yun yung application of second law of motion. Let's try it in a example problem. Okay? So, here, an object with a mass M1, 5 kilo, no, rests on a frictionless horizontal table and is connected to a cable that passes over a pulley and is fastened to a hanging object with a mass of 10 kg as shown. So, 5 kilo to, tapos 10 kilo to. Tapos sinabi frictionless to. Di ba yung problem natin dati, meron siyang friction para hindi gumalaw. Ngayon, gagalaw at gagalaw siya. Di ba? Kasi 10 kilo to, 5 kilo to, hahatakin yan. Pero kung iyan ay baliktad, 10 kilo, 5 kilo to, may pwedeng hindi bumagsak. Pero in this case, babagsak talaga siya. Kasi yung 5 kilos is less than the 10 kilogram. So, babagsak siya. So, first, find the acceleration of each object. Ano yung bilis ni M1 at ni M2, no? So obviously, kung ano man yung bilis ni M1, siya rin bilis ni M2, no? Kung anong bilis ng bulusok ni M2 pababa, going down, siya rin bilis ni M1 pa kanan, no? Kanan in this point. Dialexic, di ba? Ano, kanan, no? Yan. So therefore, we are finding the same acceleration of M1 and M2 here, no? B, the tension in the cable. Ano yung tension dun sa cable? We try to view it the same in the same aspect doon sa tinuro ko sa dati, no? Hanapin mo na yung free body diagram at M1. Kung mag-free body diagram tayo sa M1, so M1 of A, the acceleration of mass times acceleration of A dito, kung gaano man siya kabilis, no? M1 of A, mass times acceleration, is equals to the tension, no? Yung input tension dito sa kable na ito. Sinasabi frictionless daw ito, no? So therefore, wala tayong ibibigay na value of the coefficient of friction ng rope or ng pulley, no? So therefore, M1 of A is equals to T, no? T na ito, no? Here. Now, dito naman sa the summation of force of Y, so active naman si Y component sa M2, no? So you will have here negative M2 of A. Bakit negative M2 of A? Kasi going down, no? Going down yung ating value, no? M2 of A going down, no? Is equals to the T. Yung tension force na ito, minus the M2 of G. Ibig sabihin, mas mababa dapat sa acceleration ng gravity kasi meron kang tension force na humahatak going up. No? So therefore, M2 of G, T minus M2 of G. No? Kasi kung M2 of G lang, mas mabilis to, obviously. No? Or yung G na to. No? Yung M2 of A, yun yung, ano ba yan? Yung M2 of A, that will be much slower kasi nga may hatak si M1, may buhat. Although may buhat si M1, hindi niya kayang buhatin ng buo, kaya nga babagsak to pababa. No? So we have here these two equations, no? You will have here M2 of A is equals to M1 of A minus M2 of G. Paano nangyari to? No, yung T, nag-substitute tayo ng T is equals to M1 of A. No? Okay? So you'll have here by common algebraic manipulation or algebraic laws, M2 of G is equals to M1 of A plus M2 of A. No? So, factor out lang si A. M2 of A is equals to M1 plus M2. So, algebraic manipulation ulit, mamanipulate lang natin yung formula. You'll have here A is equals to M2 of G over M1 plus M2. So, therefore, 10 times 9.81 meter per second squared, yan, etc. 9.8 all over 5 plus 10. You will have here 6.5 meter per second squared. So, therefore, yung bulusok nila pababa, si M2 is 6.5 meter per second squared going down. Si M1 naman is M1, 6.5 meter per second squared going to the right. No? How about the tension in the cable? Kung pinahanap yung tension in the cable, so you'll have here, hindi pala nakalagay dyan. So, you'll have here T is equals to M1 of A. Any of this equation, ano? Pinakamadali itong M1 of A is equals to T. So, you will have here M1, 5 kilogram times the acceleration of the mass 1. So, this is 6.5, no? 6.5. Right? So, you will have here 32.5 newtons, no? So, kung may cancellation of units yan, lalabas sa kanya is 32 point, or summation of units, it will have 32.5 Newton force, no? In the tension. Okay? Dali, no? Basic. Next. Assume the three blocks portrayed in the figure shown move on a frictionless surface and 42 Newton force acts as shown in the 3 kilogram block. So, we are asked to determine the acceleration of this given system. No? Para siyang para siyang trend, no? Hinata ko dito sa 3 kilogram, yung 2 kilogram ay uuntog sa 1 kilogram. Pag umuntog na siya, nakauntog siya dito, hahatakin lahat yan. So, therefore, sabay-sabay yung andar niyan. So, therefore, they have uniform acceleration. No? Determine the acceleration given in this system. B, the tension in the cord connecting the 3 kilogram and the 1 kilogram block. Ano yung tension force daw dito? Ano daw yung kapit na ito? No? Or yung cable tension na to? Then, and the force exerted by the 1 kilogram block on the 2 kilogram block. So, in this case, let us assume na yung tension force na hinahanap natin is T. No? In terms of T yan. Tapos, yung force na in-exert naman ni 2 kilogram weight sa 1 kilogram weight is the P. No, yung force P, no. Now, tingnan niyo mabuti, no. Analyze mo na ng isa-isa. No, ito binukod-bukod na to, nakabukod-bukod na to no. Ito yung buo, no. If you will try to view it here, no. Ito lang muna, yan. Yan. Itong 3 kilograms at 42 newtons. Ito siya, no. Kung ano man yung tension force na hatak nito pulling to the left, no. Pa-left siya, yan. No, ano man 'yon, that will be T, no? In terms of T. 3 kilograms and 42 newtons, ito siya, no? Yung 42 newtons going to the right, no? So therefore, ito yung 3 kilogram, 42 newtons, ito yung tension T. No, ito lang siya. In terms or kung magfo-focus tayo doon sa 3 kilogram. No? Sunod, we will have here, if we'll focus here sa 1 kilogram, yan. Si 1 kilogram, syempre may pull dito sa tension T na to, no? At yung 2 kilograms uuntog dito sa 1 kilogram, no? Meron siyang ganito. Yan. Meron pa ganito. Yan. Ito 2 kilograms, uuntog dito. No? So, therefore, may force not going dito yan, okay? In terms of 1 kilogram. No? Ito siya. T is going here, kasi going dito yung si 1 kilogram. No? Kumbaga si 1 kilogram, papunta dito. Yan. Going dito. Going dyan. No? Tapos, si 2 kilograms, again, yan, uuntog dito. Pipigilan si 1 kilogram. No? So, therefore, ito yung 1 kilogram, may T going here at P going dito. No? Importanteng ma-visualize niyo yung mga values, yung mga figures, para mas madali niyo masagutan. No? Lastly, yung 2 kilograms, syempre, kung may uuntog siya dito, in terms of 2 kilograms, uuntog siya sa 1 kilogram, merong force na P na ma-feel niya or ma-apply sa kanya. No? So, therefore, 2 kilograms going dito yan. No? May uuntog na pressure P or force P sa kanya. Ito. Okay? Now, malinaw na yung tatlong figure. In this 3 figure, gagawa tayo ng equation. No? So, in this equation 1, you will have here 30A or 3A, 38 ulit. No? 3A. Ibig sabihin, you have your force equals to mass times acceleration. So, sinabi natin, yung acceleration yan, dahil magkakadikit yan, that will be on uniform. So, kung ano man yung bilis ni 3 kg, bilis ni 1 kg. Kung ano man bilis ni 1 kg, bilis ni 2 kg. Kung ano may bilis ni 2 kg, bilis ni 3 kg. Okay? So, here, we will have here force is equals to mass times acceleration. So, force in the 3 kg block, no, is equals to mass 3 times the acceleration. Yung acceleration nga hinahanap natin. No? So, therefore, 3A, no? Yan. Equals to 42 minus T. Saan nanggaling yung 42 minus T? Ito yung summation of force acting on the x-axis. Okay? So, 42, positive 42, going to the positive x-axis, tapos minus T going to the negative x-axis. So, 42 minus T. Doon yung galing yan. Okay? Next, sa free bar diagram naman ni 2 kg. Or regardless to ha, kung nauna yung free bar diagram ng 1 kg nyo, wala nang problema, ano? Or nahuli nyo tong cake 3 kg, wala rin problema, no? Wala naman siyang sequence, no, kung ano yung mauuna. So, ito lang, it happens to be na 2 kg yung sinunod, no? So, you have here the summation of force or the forces acting on the x-axis, mass times acceleration ulit. So, you will have here 2 kg, no? Yung 2 kg natin times the acceleration again. Force, mass times acceleration, no? So, you will have here equals to P. Sir, but P lang? Bakit P lang yung value? Kasi yung P lang naman yung magtutulak doon sa 2 kg. Kung siya man yung tutulak, yun din yung andar nung 2 kg na yon. Okay? So, therefore, 2 times the acceleration, 2 kg times acceleration is equal to P. Yung force P natin. Yun yung hinahanap natin isa. Lastly, you have here din sa 1 kg, no? Obvious naman to, no? Force is equals to mass times acceleration. So, you will have here the summation force of X equals to mass, 1 kg times the acceleration. Eh, hindi na nailagay dito yung 1 dito, no? Kasi 1A is equals to A naman, no? So, parehas lang naman yun. 1A is A, no? So, therefore, A na lang, no? Is equals to T minus P. Saan galing yung T minus P? Dito. Summation of forces acting on the x-axis. No? So, you have here the T, positive T, minus the P, no? Pa, kaliwa. So, you have here 3 equations. 3 equations, 2 unknowns. 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Bahala na kayong manipulation kung anong gagawin nyo, no? Kumbaga, you'll feel free to use anything na pwede nyo i-apply dyan. Cramer's, substitution, elimination, no? Bahala na kayo. In this case, ito yung ginamit dito, yung ginagamit na method ko, no? Equation 2 and equation 3. Ipapa ko sa equation 2 kay equation 3, no? So, you will have here A, no? Is equals to T minus 2 0 acceleration. Paano nangyari to? Sa equation 2, no? 2AP, no? Ito. Ilagay dito. Yan, ito. Tapos, A is equals to T minus 2A, no? Therefore, pag sinimplify ito, lipat niyo si negative 2A, no? Lipat sa kabila, by transpose nyo, no? Wala talagang transpose, ha? Ang nangyayari dito is nag-a-add tayo ng 2a sa kabilaan. So therefore, we will have here 3a is equal to t. Let this be equation 4. Equation 4 in equation 1. Usually, ganito naman, no? Yung pag ginamit mo na para makagawa ng mga si 2 and 3, sa equation 2 and 3, ginamit mo, pinag-asawa mo para lang maglabas ng equation 4 ng anak niya. Yung anak niya ngayon, yun yung ipaparat niya dun sa naiwan. No? Ganun naman lagi. No? Ganun ang tayo na concept ni Sir, no? Kalokohan. No? Pero totoo yun, no? For example, ginamit mo si 1 and 3. Kung ano man yung mag-yield na formula doon, gamitin mo sa tattoo para mag-yield ng isang value. No? Okay? So, in this case, equation 4 and equation 1, so lalabas lang, ang papasok lang dyan is yung T, at parang ang sama nila. ang ating tension force is ilagay lang natin dito. Na? So, you have here one equation, one unknown. This will be 3 kilograms times acceleration is equals to 42 minus 3a. So, therefore, it is equals to 42 minus 3 of a. Now, itong 3a na to, no, yan. Lagay lang dito. Yan, dyan sa T na to. So, ang lalabas dyan, you have here one equation, one unknown. 6a equals to 42. Therefore, the acceleration is 7 meter per second squared. Okay. Now, kung meron na tayong ganitong 7 meter per second squared, madali na hanapin yung ating T and P. No? In this case, kahit naman saan nyo gamitin dito sa equation 1, 2, 3, and 4 yan, pwede yan. No? Etong, para makuha si T, using the equation 4, no? 3 times 7 meter per second squared, lalabas 21 Newton. So, therefore, yung tensional T is 21 Newton. Now, to find P naman, ano ba ginamit niya dito? This equation 2. Tama? O, equation 2. So, you will have here 2 times 7, it is equals to 14 Newton. Yan. Okay? Yan. So, other force naman in 6 kilogram, checking. Yan. Pwede din naman. You will have here 7, 21, and 14 pa rin. Okay? That's the overview of that. No? At ganun lang simple ang ibibigay ko dyan sa mga accelerated motion. No? Kasi we have enough of this pill. No? Madami na tayo na-tackle na ganito. Okay? So, after this discussion, again, practice problem. Good for 30 minutes. No? 2 boxes of fruit on a frictionless horizontal surface is connected by a light string as shown, where M1 is 10 kg to, and M2 is 20 kg. A force of 50 Newton is applied to the 20 kg box. Determine the acceleration of each box and the tension of the string. No. Repeat the problem for the case where the coefficient of kinetic friction between each box and the surface is 0.10. Testing tayo na. This will be good for 30 minutes. Okay. You may start doing it now. For the recording, sa mga naka-record to currently, no? Dun sa mga sasandan ko nito, dahil holiday nga, pwede nyo sagutan at i-upload na lang sa ating G Drive, no? Okay?